If I was in my 30s and my body fat percentage was in its 30s as well, here's exactly the next steps I would take over 12 weeks to go from this to looking more like this. First, you need a goal, whether that's a shirt, trousers you want to fit into, a number on the scale, or just being able to look down and not see your belly. Second, I would fix up my diet. I would pick one of two options. Option one, I would make sure I'm in a calorie deficit of at least 500, and I would use an online calculator to work out my maintenance calories. Make sure I start off in a deficit of 500. I would then work out how much protein I need to be having daily. I would just use my height in centimeters. So I'm 182 centimeters. So 180 grams of protein is what I would need on a daily basis. If you want a step-by-step guide of how to do this, comment the word maintenance. Option two, if I was someone who whenever I heard the word calories, my brain just logged off and I tuned out, I would get myself a plate like this. Two simple rules with this plate. First, this half is for my lean protein. Then the other half, I'll use the top portion for vegetables and the bottom portion for carbs. What I would also do is keep the timing and number of meals I'm having each day exactly the same. This is just going to make it automatic and much more simpler to stick to. In addition to this, because I know I'm going to be out and about in the office and surrounded by snacks all the time, I will set myself the rule of if it doesn't grow from a tree, it does not go in my mouth when it comes to my snacks. That basically means your fruits, and I'd make sure they're not in dried form because this is going to keep me fuller for longer. First step, I would add 2K steps onto whatever amount of steps I'm doing at the moment because that's going to be most doable with the short time that I might have in between work, family, and other commitments. And I would aim to do this daily. This can look as simple as taking the stairs instead of escalators, walking to the gym, walking to your nearest train station instead of taking the car. Now steps out of the way. Secondly, I would add a form of cardio 3 times a week. This can be anything from running, football, paddle, or even cardio in the gym. Next, I would get myself strength training at least 3 times a week. This is because I know as soon as I reach my 30s, the amount of muscle mass I have is slowly declining with every year. And this just makes fat loss harder and harder as time goes by. And that would be my 3 steps to getting a body I was proud of in my 30s sorted. Make sure I have exactly how I'm measuring my progress, taking back control of my diet, and making sure I stay consistent with my exercise.